Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal week 7, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in losers at 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The numbers for Gibbs from last week:
15 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown. And he is going to lose yardage here.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
In motion, Slayton. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to number 7, Brian Thomas Jr.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Lawrence. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Thomas goes in motion left. A fake on the jet sweep. Now Lawrence off play action. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
At the 43-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set! Cougar 19!
Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Let's go now!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Loose inside the 30.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Hey, let's go.
In motion, Slayton. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown.
Brian Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? Now the game's being played, figure it out both ways, and try and find a way to win.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up second down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 9 now.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, ready?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come on, set! 60 by 30.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The visitors' offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And he's run well here the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. And touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
for the extra point. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Gets around him. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's got some space here. He may go. Touchdown. Jameer Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And they'll try to run the option here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
He'll keep it himself. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. And it's caught. Touchdown. Johnson from 6 yards away. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So this drive spans 7 plays.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for him. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Route. Okay, center. Done. Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
A beautiful fake. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
182 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuint Allen.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now a 2nd and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Route. Tomato. Done.
Now Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
This is caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
A gain of 8 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
4th down to give to Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jameer Gibbs
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So that one along 11-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Now back to throw.
Swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on the Bengals. And this is Jamar Chase. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Bengals improve their mark to 7-0 as they get the win. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's Cam Ward. Thinking about throwing, then decides to run. He's in for a 10-yard touchdown. The Saints with a 14-10 lead at the half. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. And this is the Steelers quarterback, one of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Steelers lead it by a point at halftime. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Oh, heck of a move. The home team's offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He'll drop to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to Wayne.
Yeah, he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Ready.
At the 38-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60, go!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Well, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Looking to put a drive together.
On play action, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hey, Lion!
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
They'll start out here with the option left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack. whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away. I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field, get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lawrence will throw.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
DK to return.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play in the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Washington, incomplete.
They give to Achane on the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll go with the keeper. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw. Going up top. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
Formation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 195 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up the third.
Now a carry for Allen. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him right where it all started. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. Quick hitch, complete. It's Washington. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete to Darnell Washington. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard.
2nd and 4. Now he's going to step up and run.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 20.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Gibbs gets popped, and he loses the football.
And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Lawrence to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Here's third down and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Back to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
13 yards on the play. That's another first down.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 32.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
A loss of a yard.
On third down, Achane.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The offense will line up for a 2-point.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead.
29.
35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for our visitors, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.